everybody, I'm Lindsay Adler and I'm a portrait and fashion photographer based in New York. My passions in life are photography, teaching, creativity, and challenging others to create. If you've read my book, Creative 52, then you know that I wasn't always creative, and in fact, it took me years to ever believe that I could be an artist. I was the tech nerd, not the art student, and I saw photography more like problem solving and equations and less like creative expression. I've come a long way from those days, but I've worked hard to develop a more creative style, a more creative portfolio. And one of the things that has really helped me to grow as a photographer is constantly challenging myself. Each year, in fact, I aim to replace at least a third of my portfolio with brand new images. I feel if I'm not growing and I'm not shooting, then I'm falling behind. And this constant drive has allowed me to slowly get better year by year. And through more than 15 years of shooting, I've slowly grown to be the photographer that I am today. Now, I'd like to challenge you. I'm excited to announce that I'll be partnering with Adobe for a 10-day Stay Out There challenge. And for 10 days, I'm going to give you creative challenges to push yourself, to invigorate your portfolio, and to challenge your creativity. And plus, I'm going to be shooting a video for each of those 10 challenges, so I'll be shooting right along with you. Of course, I don't want this to stop at 10 days. I want you to continue to push yourself. I want you to continue to keep learning and keep growing. I once heard a fantastic quote: "Creativity is allowing yourself to make mistakes, but art is knowing which ones to keep." Give yourself the opportunity to try new things, to make mistakes, and to potentially reinvent yourself. Some of my favorite techniques originally began as mistakes, but then I learned how to embrace them. So with Adobe, I challenge you to stay out there. And by stay out there, I mean two things. First, don't be afraid to be out there, to be weird, to do something that's not ordinary, because often ordinary goes unnoticed while unusual becomes extraordinary. Don't be afraid to try something new. Try something new that speaks to you. And don't forget, of course, to shoot for you, no matter what that may be. This could be portraits or nature, fine art. Shoot what challenges and inspires you. And secondly, don't forget to get out there. Share your work and your passion with others. If you're afraid to share, if you're afraid to show your images to the world, you're putting up huge barriers to potential opportunities. The more people that see your work, the more potential you have to touch and inspire other people with your images. I'm also going to be sharing a few of the Adobe programs that I use to view, edit, and share my work. This is how I get out there and share with all of you. Photography often takes bravery. We have to be brave enough to be vulnerable and try new things. Brave enough to fail, brave enough to allow ourselves to take a chance to succeed. Photography is in our DNA, it's part of our soul, so we have to be brave enough to share our images, and therefore our souls, with others. So I hope that you'll join me in these next 10 days to be brave, but I am sure it's going to be rewarding. And speaking of rewards, we're going to be holding a photo competition to see what images you come up with based on these 10 challenges. So be sure to check that out at the link below, because you'll see the great prizes and rules of entry that we have. Let's start creating.